Thank you, everyone, for joining us at Griffith Observatory for a live broadcast of the Major Standstill Southern Moon Transit. My name is Vanessa Alarcon, and I am the astronomical observer here at Griffith Observatory.
And I'm Patrick So, the theater's programs manager.
Last month, we watched as the Major Standstill Southern Moon rose over Elysian Park. Now we are standing next to the Gottlieb Transit Corridor, about to observe another rare part of this astronomical event.
This broadcast is part of a 2024-2025 campaign to follow the greatest monthly excursion of the moon. It's brought to you by Griffith Observatory Foundation, and the City of Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks.
As the moon travels through the midpoint of its path across our sky at 11:38 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, it will cast moonlight on our meridian arc, illuminating inscribed moon markers that only see moonlight on these rare occasions. The Griffith Observatory broadcast team is prepared to share that moonlight here.
Besides Vanessa and myself, the broadcast team includes Digital Communications Coordinator Pixie Iwata, Video Production Coordinator Ella Ritz, Production Engineer Matthew Belando, Stage Manager Michael Noble, and Observatory Technical Support Grant Armstrong and James Vega.
During the last broadcast on June 11th, Observatory Director Dr. Krupp explained the reason that the moon travels low in our sky. Now we will explain how we observe the Major Standstill Southern Moon here in the Gottlieb Transit Corridor. The Gottlieb Transit Corridor is used every day here at local noon to show where the sun is compared to background stars. On the ground is a 13.5-foot tall and 18-foot long bronze-faced arc that runs exactly north-south. A line that runs exactly north-south is called a meridian, and that's why we call this arc a meridian arc. This arc has markings on it inscribed for every day of the year. As the sun passes the meridian, or the north-south line in the sky, it shines through the hole in the foil that sits above the meridian arc. This movement across the meridian arc is called a transit. Depending on the time of year, the spot of sunlight will shine on a different part of the arc. At summer solstice, when the sun is highest in the sky, the spot of sunlight shines lower on the arc. In the winter, when the sun is lowest in the sky, the spot of sunlight shines higher on the arc. Today is special because we are not watching the sun. We are watching the transit of the Major Standstill Southern Moon.
As Dr. Krupp described last month, the Major Standstill Southern Moon is at a position that is more extreme than the winter solstice sun. That means that we'll see the spot of moonlight at its highest point on the meridian arc, higher than where the spot of sunlight shines for the winter solstice sun. Because the spot of light is outside the normal path of the sun, there are special markers on the meridian arc to indicate the moon's position. These markers can only be illuminated in the 2-year period of major lunar standstills that comes around every 18.6 years. This is our first broadcast of the transit of the Major Standstill Southern Moon, and until now, only a handful of observatory staff and lucky visitors have witnessed this event. We are now just minutes away from seeing the spot of moonlight on the arc. We leave you now to enjoy this event accompanied by music from our planetarium shows. Thank you for joining us for this Griffith Observatory broadcast of the July 8th Major Standstill Southern Moon Transit. This broadcast is brought to you by Griffith Observatory, Griffith Observatory Foundation, and the City of Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks. From our broadcast team to you, we bid you good night and have a pleasant evening.